Learning a new language is super easy. You open Duolingo and you say, El hombre, 3 times, then you go back to watching YouTube. But then you pick French because you have absolutely no reason to learn French. You complete a lesson and then you keep looking for alternative ways to learn it faster. Then you see that holy grail of a video titled Learn French in 3 minutes and you click on it like a maniac, expecting miracles. So, how do you actually learn a new language then? Well, the very first thing to remember is that you don't want to do it for the wrong reasons. Are you doing it to impress your imaginary girlfriend? But if you're a beginner, I think you can just start with picking a language. Just start like that. You don't need a solid reason. Just start by picking a new language. That's easy enough for you to actually enjoy learning. So do not pick a hard language thinking, hey, new year, new me, I can do anything. The point is, it shouldn't feel like a tedious work learning a new language. It should feel fun and rewarding and exciting. So, which language should you learn then? Take a look at this chart of the languages that are easiest to learn as an English speaker. If you're looking for just one answer, I'd start with Spanish. If you're already familiar, go to French. Not only are these languages relatively much easier to learn, they actually have a huge user base, meaning you might actually put your skills into use in real life. I'm not saying don't go for any other language that is harder, just understand that you need the right drive before you can start picking it up. Don't just learn a new language to put another language on your LinkedIn profile. Lots of people want to learn Japanese because they like anime, but you're not going to see any results for months, sometimes even years, because that's a hard language. And you gotta be fine with that. Instead, if you frequently visit, let's say, a Spanish-speaking country, now that's a really good motivation to learn the language, because you'll actually want to learn it so that you can communicate in that country, see your way around, show off to your friends, or order a completely wrong meal. Once you have your language selection done, you're halfway there. Congrats. Now to the easy part. The best way to learn a new language, as people keep saying, is to learn it with a friend. A friend can treat you like a baby and make you repeat words until you get them right. But we all know the problem with that approach. Just like me, you probably don't have any friends. Let's not get down the rabbit hole. There's another way to learn all by yourself, sitting at home. First off, you want to start with the basics. Now, most people jump to the easy option that they have all been fed down their throats with successful marketing, and that is Duolingo. But let's try another approach because you're obviously here as you've already given up on that approach. What you want to look for is a basic beginner textbook for that language. Just go to Google and search for basic your language textbook PDF. Keep in mind, this won't be as interactive or animated as other web apps or solutions, but this really works. And it's not supposed to be fast in a way that you're going to see results by tomorrow or even next week. But give it a month and the fundamentals that you establish with a textbook are much more effective and long-lasting than the cheese methods that you have already tried. Remember, even in English, you don't know each and every word. There's a list of top 100 or 1,000 words that if you learn in any language, you're able to communicate and you can easily get by incredibly comfortably. Let's also pair it with watching some content in that language. That way, you will start to pick up slowly how those words are being used in real life. Initially, it would feel like out of a minute-long video, you can make out like 1 or 2 words, but as you progress, the margin will get better and better. And sure enough, slowly you'll be able to understand 1 or 2 words in every sentence. And that is the place where it becomes magical. because now you start to grab the context of the conversation. You're not as lost as you were earlier. Next step is whenever you're watching any content in that language, don't just sit there and watch. Try to repeat those words or even sentences if you can. Try to look up words you didn't understand. Doing this proactively will make you much better, much faster. Then you can put it into practice later once you visit the country or talk to that friend of yours once you make that friend. That's a topic for another video. So, anyways, but it reminds me of that one time I asked a Frenchman if he played video games and he said oui. Anyways, thankfully you guys are all fluent in English so that you can understand me when I say please subscribe, and when I reach 100 subscribers I will reveal my pinky. I'm sure you don't want to miss on that. And on that note, I'll see you on the next one.